Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col U TV for the pre-match show as we host the league leaders, Forest Green Rovers, here tonight. As you should know by now, the proceeds from this evening's game are going to the British Red Cross to support the people of Ukraine, with all the tickets priced at just £10. It's a great gesture, as I think you'll agree, from the chairman, as interim head coach Wayne Brown agreed during his pre-match interview last week.
It's a tricky little run, clearly, because the sides that you're playing are right up there. But you ran Bristol Rovers very close on Tuesday night, and Joey Barton said it's probably the toughest game they've had this season. You feel you can go and match these teams and maybe more?
We fear no one, and I think that's the message that you've got to get into the lads, and I think that's been evident. We've played Salford, Orient, Bristol Rovers, Port Vale at home. Real tough games, but they're all winnable games. They're all games where we can take points off good teams, and that's the belief and the confidence that we have throughout the squad. Obviously, we've spoke to a few people at Bristol. Joe knows a few people at Bristol, haven't been there previously, and they were really impressed with the way that we set up, the way we were disciplined, the way we were hard to break down, but also the way that we did create opportunities to score goals as well away from home against a real good team. So the belief and confidence is there from the lads, albeit we didn't get the result what we probably deserved and wanted, but there's loads of positives to take out of that Bristol Rovers game and into Monday.
To take into a game against Forest Green Rovers, who have been flying and look like they're going to run away with it at one point, but have been reeled back in by a couple of other sides and haven't won in 7 now. You'll hope to play on that.
Yeah, definitely, and there's a little bit of luck involved. You do need to hit teams at the right time. Obviously, they're on a run of form at the moment, which isn't really conducive and great for what they want to achieve in the game. But again, we're not worried about anybody else. We're worried about what we do, how we do it, and how we're going to give ourselves the best chance of winning games against no matter who in the league. Whether or not they're top or they're bottom. That's our aim as a team, as a collective, to go out and do that. And if teams are on a poor run, then obviously we've got to take advantage of that and obviously start games well and take games to them, which will obviously be the aim.
You talk about the collective there. Since you came in, you have used the squad, haven't you?
Yeah, and as I've said in many interviews before, everyone's going to be needed. That was proven again the other night with Tom Eastman coming back in. Obviously not been in the 18 in some weeks, in some games, and it's been a frustrating period for him. But you've seen that when called upon, he's come in and he was great the other night for us. Real solid. A big part of what we're doing, and we've got 9 games left, and it's just about keeping everyone on board. Not them showing disappointment, which is going to be the natural thing. If you're left out of a squad, you're going to be disappointed, but there's got to be a belief that there's a bit of equality here, and if you come in and you do well, you keep your shirt, and that's the only way that you're going to generate hungry players, competition for places, and ultimately winning games of football.
We've spoken to Tom, and I sort of said, he's not used to it being here because he's not normally been one of the first names on the team sheet. And I said, how do you handle it? Do you knock on the head coach's door and talk to him about it? Do you wait for him to put an arm around you and say, this is why? Or do you just get on with it? And he said he just gets on with it. He's one of those sorts of guys, I think, who just gets on with it and speaks with his football, doesn't he?
Yeah, everyone's different. Everyone's different. Some people are vocal. Some people need to come and see you for an explanation as to why. Other lads are very quiet. They bide their time, but they make sure that they're ready when they're called upon. So everyone's different, and again, my door's always open, and I'll be as open and as honest as I am with everybody as to why, whilst they're not in the team, and give them the reason why. Also give them stuff that they need to work on to try and get back into the fold. So as I say, when we do call upon them, that they're there, ready, hungry, and ready to come and do the job.
So it's not bad when you can call on someone like Tom Eastman, is it? You've got someone with all that experience, who hasn't been playing, you can call him and just drop him straight in and know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's right. And again, that's not the only position where we have got strength in depth. Junior, when I came in, was doing particularly well at right back, and we decided to make a change with Coxey, who again's come in and done well. So it's now Junior's turn to be a little bit patient. Obviously, Miles has been called upon in that right back area as well to come on and affect games of football to help us achieve 3 points. And that's the main thing. Everyone needs to be ready and able to achieve what we want to achieve, and that's winning games.
going to be a tough game, of course, as Wayne says, but Forest Green Rovers have been consistently inconsistent over the last few weeks, winless in their last 7 games. So let's hope that we can make that 8 with at least a point, if not all 3, against the promotion chasing side this evening. And as inspiration, going into the game tonight, we can take a look back at the last time Rovers were here, and Noah Chilvers was on target as we claimed all 3 points. A good game here behind closed doors from last season, and of course Noah, great finish from Noah. And we'll have the Sky Sports cameras here tonight, as you probably well know. And if we do score, you'll be seeing plenty of that in replays on Wednesday night's show here on Col U TV. Back to Florence Park now, and we caught up with Colchester United stalwart, who was back in the team for the U's game against Bristol Rovers last week, Tom Eastman.
Well, I guess it goes without saying that you're pleased to be back on Tuesday night, regardless of the result to start with.
Yeah, on a personal note, it was nice to be back in the team. Obviously, a couple of injuries, and I got my chance the other night, and I thought I'd go to count myself. So I was pleased to be back in the team, and shame about the result in the end. But as a team performance, I thought we battled real hard, gave them a real tough game. Obviously, they're doing quite well in the league at the minute. It was a good game, and shame we couldn't get the win, or the draw at least.
Yeah, obviously you nearly come up with a goal as well, which obviously would have topped off the evening for you. You're not used to it since you've been here, are you? You're not used to sort of not being first choice. Does it take time to get your head around, or is it something as a professional footballer you say, well, these sort of things happen?
It's a bit of both. Obviously, it's tough for me because I have been playing quite a lot throughout my whole career. I've been one of the first choices, so it's obviously not ideal, but I'm sure you look at every person in that change room right now, they've been in my shoes over the last few weeks, and they've had spells out of the team, and it's just how you react to that, and try and on a training pitch get back into that team.
When that sort of thing's happened, does a head coach come across and talk to you and explain things, or do you knock on his door, or do you just get on with it?
I think everyone does it their own different ways. I'd get on with it. I'd turn up every day, work hard in training, and almost wait for my chance. If it happens to be Dado who had an injury, Tommy Smith was ill on the day or the day before, so obviously when a chance comes, switch more likely not, it was going to come at some point. I've got to be ready to make it.
Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? It is a long season. Players get injured, players get suspended, players go out of form, so you always know you've got to be ready.
Yeah, exactly. It's a long season, a lot of games, and I think maybe my experience helped. Maybe if I was a bit younger, I'd be a bit more I'd be desperate to get back in the team a bit more. Maybe not get my head a little bit, but I was quite calm about it. Obviously, I knew there was a few games left. I knew I was going to be needed at some point, and it's just about being ready when that opportunity came.
on the field, obviously it's been a bit of an off-on season really. The team's shown flashes, then has gone into a bit of a dip, but it is just 1 defeat in 5 now, and a couple of very good wins in amongst that as well. Do you feel as though you've got enough just to pull away now and not leave it to the last few games?
Hopefully so, yeah. I feel, especially when Brownie and Joe have come in, I feel we've put in some really good performances as a team, and even the other night, it's a tough 1-0 loss, but in periods of the game we played well, created chances, and we looked solid as a team. And I think as a team we are looking quite astute, quite solid as a team, and hopefully the next few games we can pull even further away from the drop.
Yeah, because obviously you had that long run of home games, but this was always seen as sort of a tough run of teams who are right up there.
Yeah, obviously Bristol the other night, Forest Green at the top of the table still, not on great form, but yeah, good teams. And the thing about this league, anyone can beat anyone on their day, so it's just about turning up on the day and hopefully we're getting a result.
A bit of a different feel about it on Monday night with what the club's doing and what the chairman's decided to do as well. It's a magnificent gesture, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great credit to the chairman for coming up with this, and it's a great cause to be part of. So hopefully it'll be a big attendance there and a good performance from the boys.
Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? It gets a few more people through the gate as well, which is what you want.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's on telly as well. So it'll be great support. Hopefully it'll be bouncing the ground, and as I said, we need to stand up to that and put in a good performance.
Tom's got to be every manager's dream. If he's out the side, he comes back straight into the side like he's never been away and gives 100% every single time he's on that pitch. And he's looking forward to the game, of course, this evening. And it's going to be good to see plenty of fresh and returning faces here this evening with a bumper crowd. Let's get behind the boys this evening right from the start and cheer them on throughout the game. Now then, let's take a look and see who will be lining up in our special one-off kit for this evening's game. Shamal George, Luke Chambers, who's captain this evening, Brendan Wirradu, Cole Scouse, Freddie Sears, Noah Chilvers, Miles Kenlock, Tom Eastman, John Akindi, Cameron Cox and Tyreek Wright. And on the bench, Miles Welsh-Hayes, Tom Dallison, Corey Andrews, Gene Kennedy, Junior Shamadou, Sam Hornby and Donnell Thomas. So that's 2 changes from the starting lineup against Bristol Rovers, with Tyreek Wright and John Akindi in for Luke Hannant and Aurora Edwards. So that's the team Wayne Brown has picked for this evening's game. Let's have a little look at the danger men for the opposition now and see who Forest Green will be hoping can cause some damage to our defence. It's been a productive season for Robert Edwards' side, who came into the fixture sitting top of the pile. They know if they can regain some of that early season form, they'll go up as champions and be playing League One football next season. Rovers have the tools to be able to do that, with Jamie Matt and Matty Stevens getting a total of 44 goals between them this season. Add to that another 12 assists between the two of them, and you'll find the most potent attacking force in the division. Matt has been a consistent threat against the U's, with 6 goals in 10 games against the club, going back to his days playing for Grimsby Town and Newport County a few seasons ago. He netted against the U's earlier in the season, so Wayne Brown's side will be hoping to prevent that from happening again. There's a very familiar face in the middle of the park for the visitors, with Ben Stevenson being a regular starter for Rob Edwards' side. Stevenson made almost 100 appearances for us here at Colchester United over 2 spells, and we all know the various threats he possesses going into the game. At the back, Rovers have 2 strong defenders in the form of Udoka, Goodwin Malif and Jordan Moore-Taylor, with the latter stopping the U's from finding an equaliser with an excellent stop at the fully charged New Law. And finally, between the sticks, Forest Green's keeper Luke McGee has the second most clean sheets in the division, just behind Northampton Town's Liam Roberts. McGee has had 14 shutouts this season, and he will be hoping to add to his tally later tonight. But of course, we're hoping that we can put a stop to that. Another massive game for us here then, and let's get right behind the boys throughout the evening, right from the start. Remember, all of your ticket money is heading to the British Red Cross, an extremely worthy cause who will distribute the money to the Ukrainian refugees They will also be here with their bucket collections. You will see them going around the ground tonight. So if you've got any spare change or even notes, they will gladly accept that, and you can pop that in the buckets. And also, if you can't be here this evening, do go to our Just Giving page if you want to donate, and you can find the link from the website. And all of that, we're trying to raise £100,000 to support the people of Ukraine. Lastly, from me, send us an email if you do want anything Col U related, media@colchesterunited.net. If you want to be on the big screen or maybe something in the programme, we'll accommodate you for that, or even a mention on the show as well. Maybe the midweek show. If you come tonight and it's your first game and you've enjoyed it, let us know, media@colchesterunited.net, and we'll give you a mention on the midweek show on Wednesday. Right, it's time to head out and take your seats, get behind the lads, cheer them on throughout the game. Of course, we're supporting Colchester United, but we're also supporting the people of Ukraine, the game for Ukraine. And I'll be back on Wednesday with a midweek show. Until then, it's goodbye for now.